Hey traders, welcome to Master the Market, where we help you become a market master. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about my $451 profit, which was a 15% return in under 30 minutes from just one single day trade. So stick around, I'm going to break down all of the thought process behind this trade. I want to start off with why this stock was on my radar in the first place. And if we take a look here at the Market Master group, today at 9:46 in the morning, I posted that WHLR was starting to run and was hitting the parabolic scan. These scanners are live streamed to our team of traders here in the Market Master group every single day. So if you're interested in accessing these scans and trying them out for yourself, make sure to join us using the link down below in the description. Now, if we take a look at the parabolic scanner, this is going to be this individual scan here on the right side of the screen. Scrolling down to the bottom, we can see that WHLR initially began hitting the scanner at about 9:46 this morning, 3 minutes before I posted in the group, at a price of $2.95. Now, some other important information here is that this stock at the time was still trading relatively low volume. The volume at the time was about 230,000 shares, which is okay because we were only 16 minutes into the market open. And although low volume can be a red flag at times, if the volume is still low while a stock is going parabolic, that just means that it might not be on enough people's radar yet, and once it does show up on people's radar and on people's scanners, that volume can then flow in and lead to an even bigger move. So the volume was thin, but we do have a very low float for this stock of just 541,000 shares. That means that this is going to be a very volatile stock, and it also means that it's going to be a great candidate for a big move if that volume does start to pick up. Okay, so that's how this was on my radar in the first place. Taking a look at the intraday chart, we can see that right around that time when it was initially going parabolic and hitting the scanners, it ended up rejecting, pulling back down, forming a double bottom here at the morning lows, and then started to curl back up. So going back into the group here just for a moment, I want to share my thought process behind the trade. I mentioned that this was oversold on the daily chart, it was a low float, and there was not much major resistance nearby, so it was worth eyeing for a dip and rip to new highs. The key here with this trade is the dip and rip aspect. This is not a trade that you want to buy into those highs and chase as the stock is going parabolic. The reason for that is because, like we mentioned, this stock is trading on pretty thin volume at the time. It is a very low float, which means that it's going to be very volatile, and you're going to be much better off waiting for an opportunity to buy into a dip than you would be by chasing into the highs. Okay, so zooming in, we can see again it's going to form that double bottom and it's going to start curling up. It eventually starts to form a higher low above that morning low and starts to curl back above the VWAP. So right here, as it was curling back above the VWAP with the volume starting to pick back up a little bit, this is when I was finally seeing this as a worthwhile setup to buy into. I knew that after we had some higher lows start to form, I could buy into this VWAP reclaim and I could risk off of those morning lows for an opportunity to squeeze up to new highs. So I ended up buying about 1,000 shares at about $2.92, I believe. We can see that not even 30 minutes later, it does start to push back up into those highs, and it starts to ramp up into new highs with the highest volume that the stock has seen all day. So I locked in a portion of my profits as it was breaking out to new highs, held the rest through these highs, and once it started to then break down underneath this trend, I sold the rest of my shares and locked in the rest of my profits. Again, that was a $451 profit on this trade, which might not necessarily sound like anything crazy, but you have to keep in mind that this was a very small investment of about $2,900. So this was a return of about 15% in under 30 minutes. This is something that just about everyone can do. You don't need a massive trading account to make a significant amount of profits. These $300, $400, $500 profits that you can make with a small trading account can add up very quickly and can very easily turn into thousands. And with that being said, I want to give a quick shout out to one of our new traders here in the Market Master group, AUS888, also traded WHLR. I believe they got in right as it was getting back above the VWAP as well, and they were able to lock in a $406 profit on this trade as well. So all in all, this was a pretty textbook trade, just using the price action itself, waiting for something to form in the technicals. In this case, that happened to be a higher low, and then a reclaim of the VWAP, and then locking in those profits as the stock squeezes up to new highs. Really great way to get back to trading after being on vacation for the past week. So hopefully you guys made some money today as well, and hopefully you found some value in this video. If you did, please make sure to give it a like and subscribe to the channel. And again, if you're interested in hearing about these stocks that I'm trading in real time, as well as working with our team of traders, getting access to our day trade and swing trade alerts, our detailed trade plans, our live custom scanner streams, and so on and so forth, all of that can be found in the Market Master group. There's going to be a link down below in the description for you to get signed up. Anyway, thank you again for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and good luck with your trading.